Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are. I am live. My name is Chikako. I am doing this go live from home in Richmond, Canada. And starting last week, I started this go live about it's kind of workshop style about abundance. So why I decided to do this because whatever you are doing. You might be someone who's already doing this online business, or you might be someone who is watching this and interested in maybe starting an online business. And whatever you are in your life, experiencing abundance, like you're already abundant, is really important, like for you to have what you want with whatever you do. So and sometimes it's not easy to experience abundance, regardless of what's happening in your life. So I have been working on, experiencing abundance for myself. It's not like, oh, I'm already done it. I don't have to do it. It's like continuous practice for us to expand. Right. So it's like, working out. When you're physically working out, if you stop, you have like, really good shape and strength. And then, oh, I have this body, so I don't have to do it anymore. It's not like that. So it's practice that we want to take on for the rest of our life if we want to be abundant. So, yeah, that's why I wanted to create this workshop. And this is today, it's step 2. So last week we talked about with Rajesh, my husband. We talked about what would you do when. So what do you want? What did you want to? What did you want to be when you're a child? Like what was your dream? That's what we talked about. And today we are going to talk about this. What future would you create if there's no limitation to your ability and the capability? So this is also like massaging your brain, because if we don't, first of all, we don't ask this kind of question, right? Daily basis. And we always talk about, oh, like I can't do this because, there's always a reason why we can't do things that we want. And with that, of course, like our possibilities limited, so that you cannot really manifest what you really want, right? So word creates world. That's where I'm coming from. Word creates world. So, by asking this question to ourselves, we really speculate what is really possible when I said if, but there's no limitation, is like, I want to use, instead of if, when there's no limitation to ability and capability, because we really don't have a limitation if we say so, right? And that's how we create, because our word creates world. So I want to, ask these questions to all of you who are watching this live or replay, and really write it down, share it if you would like to share it in a comment, or share it with your partner, with your family members, with your friends, with your business partners. What would you create if there's no limitation to your ability and capability? And, when I ask this question, you might think that, oh, well, I have a limitation to my ability and capability. I can't do this, I can't do that. However, that is your thoughts. And of course, thoughts becomes reality. However, if you change your thoughts, your reality will change. So my invitation is to put that thoughts aside. And this is a hypothetical question. However, your subconscious is always listening to this like internal dialogue. So, if you say, oh, I want to do this, oh, this is possible, I would be creating this kind of future, then your subconscious is listening. So there's some openings there. And then new opportunity might come. And with the new thoughts, you might take brand new action to create what you really create for your future. So that's why, this question really expands um, your world of creation. Okay, so what future would you create if there's no limitation to your ability and capability? Please write it down and share it. If you would like to share in comments, please do so. And if you want to share that with, not if, but please share that, like kids are like that, right? When I was a kid, I wanted to be a pianist and I wanted to be a singer. And there was no limitation as a kid. That's why I was able to say that with confidence. I'm like, I'm going to be that without fear. So it's kind of similar to that question. However, it's a different question. So you don't have to go back to like childhood, like as an adult now. You don't have a limitation to ability and capability. You can't do anything. Hypothetically, what would you do? So let me share my thoughts just coming up. Like I didn't prepare anything, but I just want to create in this moment. If there's no limitation to my ability and capability, well, I'm kind of living that world. I'm really standing in like anything's possible. I've been living my life with this mindset and a practice that anything's possible. So it's becoming really, my default that anything's possible. So we are, during the pandemic, a lot of people felt limitation probably, and you know, so was I. And at the same time, I always ask myself like, what's possible in this situation? What's possible? This is a really good inquiry. Like, what's possible? What's possible when like breakdown happens? Like, yes, breakdown happens, and we cannot travel or whatever the limitation. So what's possible, right? And with that, what opened up was, well, before pandemic, we were traveling all the time because this business allow us to travel, like go anywhere, right? So we went to Japan for 3 months, and we were just traveling every 2 or 3 months spontaneously. So, I mean, the world is kind of opening, but we still have to be cautious, and there is some restriction, right? So, um, when the world is like this, still, like, there's no limitation to my ability and capability. What would I do? That's a good question, actually. I'm like, oh, the world has limitation. However, I don't have limitation. Yeah, so it might not be easy. It might not come right away. Like you kind of have to use your imagination. Like I want to create my own. Um, I'm really missing swimming. I mean, some people, in some areas, like if you live in Hawaii, like swimming, like I can just go to the beach. Like it's not like my location is not like that. So I really miss the ocean, like swimming in the ocean, and I wouldn't swim here in the ocean. So that's something that I want to create. Um, yeah, what's possible if I can do anything? What's possible? I think I want to create my own swimming pool with a special water, salt water. Yeah, and I have access to that every day, anytime I want, and swim every day. Well, if I don't have a limitation to ability and capability, I would create that physically. Well, I would hire somebody to create that. Um, my own beach. It's crazy. It's crazy. However, we can create anything. So what I really want at this moment. I really miss swimming in the ocean. I haven't done that for, wow, for a few years. Yeah, so that's that. And that's my share. And please share your your imagination. Like, what would you create? Oh, what future would I create? Right? Sorry, what future would I create? So yeah, I definitely would create my own like private beach. And well, we are actually already creating, you know, our ideal house in Okinawa, and I have a pretty clear vision of how the house will look like. So I actually would love to have log house. However, it's not realistic to have a log house in Okinawa due to whatever the climate. But when you are going inside of the house, when you're in the house, it looks like you're living in a log house. So inside it's all wood, outside whatever needs to happen, probably concrete and in Okinawa, but inside is log house and two level and probably upstairs we live, or my family live, and downstairs is kind of like a guest space, full kitchen, full everything, and then anybody, our family and friends can come anytime, and guests can stay there. And also, I want to keep some secret, but we are thinking of creating like retreat, healing events for family, for kids, for parents, stuff like that. And that is actually happening. Yeah, so our plan is to first move to Japan this fall and start creating that in Japan. So that thought is really outside of the box for us. Anything's possible. And then, yeah, I'm really noticing that since we decided that we like, this is a firm decision, we're going to do this, my soul is really, really excited and happy. And I can feel that my soul is like jumping up and down. So I really want you to create your future without limitation, that your soul is, so happy and jumping up and down. Okay. So that's our step 2, today's topic. And next week, I'm going to bring another topic to work on and, expand on abundance. Okay. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. I'm doing the same thing, exactly same thing in Japanese on Wednesday at 9 a.m. PST, and the English version this time on Saturday at 11 a.m. So stay tuned and have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you guys next week.